So, here I am, finally making this video. I've wanted to make it for a while, but I had to wait for the time to be right. I'm sitting here in my backyard under my beautiful lilac tree. I don't know if you guys can see, but some gorgeous lilacs. Beautiful. I just love the smell. They make me think of spring. So, here I am, chilling underneath the lilac tree. And, I actually prepared for this video by doing a meditation. I don't know how long, maybe 10 minutes, I don't know. Can't really say. And probably one of the deepest meditations I've done in a while. I could definitely feel my spirit guides there. I asked for protection and help, and because I got a wild ass monkey mind, and they definitely helped me calm it down. I was like, can you guys see me playing with my so anyway, yeah, that was amazing and beautiful. And it was incredible. I felt so much feminine energy just surrounding me. And I came up with ideas for calming my mind that I'll talk about in another video, which didn't come from me. I don't know. It's just incredible. I got something in my eye. So anyway, yeah, I also was flowing the Reiki. Well, I was also channeling Reiki while I was making that video too. So even now I'm looking in the air and I can see 1, 2, 3 birds, the in a pyramid, in a triangle shape, and the pyramid has always been something that's really that's been very prevalent in my life and in my awareness since my spiritual awakening in the end of 2012. I can even see this light energy, these little balls of light in the air just floating around. So I've definitely opened my third eye a bit and my spiritual senses, but I feel calm, I feel peace, it's not overwhelming. Baby steps. Yeah, what I realized through my meditation is that we human beings, we are spiritual children. So, now, on to the purpose for this video. So was it last week? I think. Anyway, recently I had a dream. Insert Martin Luther King reference here. So I had a dream where, now this dream includes some of you. It's relevant to some of you. That's why I'm making this video. Some of you I've never even met. Some of you, maybe you need to hear it. In this dream, the overall, I don't remember all of it in my waking state, but the overall message of my dream was that we live many lives and many incarnations, and we have a higher self, which was revealed to me in this dream, called the Godhead. And in this dream, I was me. I don't know if I was Alexandra me, but I was me, and I existed a tiny little bit above this plane of existence where human beings live now. It was like the 4th or 5th dimension. And surprisingly enough, I hadn't died or passed in this life or anything. No, I just was simply, there was none of that. I was simply just, I was very, I had a lot of hedonism for a higher being. So basically, when we think of our higher selves or a higher being or any awareness above this world, we think of this Buddha type enlightened caricature of awareness, but it's not like that. And I remember being in the dream surprised, we all still have a personality. We're kind of living just like humans, but some of us think we're better. But no, I still had my personality very much, except reality was like a little fluid. We could still have sex. You could still have sex in this dimension, but it was more like merging your energies together. There was no gay, straight, male. I mean, there was like like if you wanted to really focus in, and that's male, that's female, yeah, but there was nobody judges, there was no jealousy, everything just was an expression. So, of course, me, yeah, I expressed myself a lot. And, yeah, you know, sorry, I'm holding up my iPad. So, you know, I was living in this dimension, and I could look down. I could observe the humans. And I remember at one point, even from my godhead, there was even realizing there was even a godhead above me. I wasn't even the full expression of myself. It's like a layer, like it's like the color spectrum. There's shades, fucking 50 shades of consciousness, bro. Like, for real. And, you know, it was like the light spectrum. So anyway, so what ended up happening in this dream is, like, at one point I realized, like, I have an incarnation within an incarnation. And then a few days later I watched a video with Jamie Butler, a medium who channels this boy Eric. And it was crazy because they were talking about that. But in this dream I realized I have more incarnations going on right now. And they're all at the same time. Time isn't linear. Time isn't linear like we think. You know what I mean? And in this dream, we have powers, or like, it sounds a little superficial. We have abilities, like we had these abilities, and part of these abilities were like, I could influence other, it wasn't even like unawakened, unaware people, and like, I could inhabit their body, or more just influence their energy with mine. I could pose as them. I know it sounds like, what the fuck, case of the body snatchers. I swear, it was all for like my fun and enjoyment and hedonistic purposes. It wasn't to like do anything dark. It wasn't like that. But, you know, we could do that. We could influence people's energies. We could show up as like something. But, you know, I don't know, it was crazy. And so, you know, some of us kind of, you know, we got these powers, there's two consciousnesses. And I don't want to say, not two. One is like, in the dream, I started to also see memories of a time of a higher society, you know, like the light, there's the God, the ultimate source, benevolence, there's everything that ever was, everything that ever will be. And then there's this like kind of consciousness, Godhead of this, like, kind of like the earth and materialistic realm. And I don't want to call him like the devil or Lucifer, because it's not, that's such a human way of looking at things, black and white. It was more like, you want to have a little fun, you know what I mean? And that's where our abilities came from. You want to have a fun, you want to experience, you want to feel the sensations, the pleasure, all of that. And that's very much, I don't know what that consciousness was about, but I feel like I was playing that role of kind of being, I kind of was on the fence between the dark and the light. And I don't mean dark as in evil or bad. That's not, it can mean that, but that's not what it meant here. It's not. That's a big misunderstanding amongst people today, is we think something's dark, so it must be bad. It's not always the case. There's usually a deeper meaning to it. So anyway, so I'm playing a role. I know that I'm truly from the light, but I'm undercover. And this is a common theme in my dreams. I'm undercover. And I'm undercover playing this fifth dimensional being. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to wake people up. You know what I mean? And through experience. And in one part of my dream, we were at like this big party. And at one part of the dream, I went downstairs and I was partially lucid dreaming. And I saw this, I don't know, maybe it's my imagination. I saw this woman. She was a YouTuber who passed. And I turned to her and I go, why? I get her on her shoulder. Why? Turn to me, and she has these big greenish eyes. They just look so full of greenish brown, like so full of emotion. And I go, why'd you why'd you do that? And she goes, she gives me a very emotional, I don't know. But she knew. And, you know, that didn't last. I don't know. It's not her, like, when you're speaking to someone in that state, like human beings were very like, okay, I'm mad, I'm mad. I'm happy, I'm happy. It's kind of, in there, it fluctuates. Their vibration and their state fluctuates. So, I don't know, maybe that was just my imagination, but I don't know. I don't think so. So I try to report from my heart and my intuition. So anyway, yeah, I got the I don't know from her, and then the dream moved on, and I was in a scene in the dream in the bathroom, which is weird. Why would I have to go to the bathroom in the dream? But we were in some bathroom at a party, and I saw this woman, and maybe looked to be in like her 50s or whatever, and she was with this other woman helping her with her hair, and then she started like hurting her, like, or being aggressive with her, and like I could see into her, and I telepathically saw that woman and that girl were having that interactions because they had incarnations together, and that was their way of healing because that woman was abused. It was so weird, like that's her way of bringing it to consciousness, and it was like a metaphor what I was seeing. She wasn't really abusing her, and that's in the moment I knew I have many incarnations. And then I saw a number like a quarter of 34ths, like awake. It was so strange, and this probably sounds really strange to you guys, but it's like a certain percentage of incarnations within incarnations. Anyway, I won't lose you. I don't want to lose you guys. So anyway, as you know, as I'm waking up, this is when it happened. Basically, I'm waking up and I am half between sleep and waking, and I'm told by, I don't know, just some higher awareness. And I think if you're watching this, if you'll know if this is for you. And she said, I was told two things. The first, if I had said goodbye, I never would have stopped saying it. I couldn't. It's not a goodbye. This wasn't the intention, wasn't a goodbye. Wasn't a goodbye. Two, Godhead. We're all part of one Godhead. Okay. So, thank you for watching the video, and that was it. And those who know, those who have ears to hear will hear. God bless, and have a nice day.